what is autism? That's such a hard question. You think it would be just really easy, just give an operational definition of autism, but it's not. Because for me to really describe to someone what autism is, I'd have to sit down with them at lunch or something. We have to sit down and have a lengthy conversation about what autism is.
But that's because you've lived it. Like, you can give a professional definition. Autism is a neurological disorder that affects these functioning areas. Like, you can give that, but that seems, after living with a child with autism, that definition seems so inaccurate and so small.
Yeah.
So after living with autism, even for a short time, after living with autism, that definition doesn't seem like enough anymore. There's also been a lot of really exciting strides made in the research in the areas of causation. So what's causing autism? What are the genetic components? Those kinds of things. That is an area that the surface is just beginning to be scratched.
It's come a long way in the last decade. It came a long way the decade before that.
I don't want to educate any more teachers. I don't want to educate any more parents. I don't want to treat any more children. Let's let's end this deal somehow. And we're a long way from that.
I don't know if there's anyone who can really look at their environment, really look at the people they know, and not find a place where they're connected to autism somewhere. We're talking about 1 in 67, 70 boys. How many boys are there? That's a lot of kids. Adam was developing normally. Everything was looking good. He actually walked earlier than Faith did. His motor skills were all fine. He was starting to talk some, and he was calling me daddy, all those kind of things. And, everything was great. And then one day he just kind of stopped. Adam loved apples. And he had gotten to a level of communication where he would take your hand and walk you over to the bowl of apples and stand there. And knowing that eventually you would figure out he wanted an apple and give it to him, and he would eat it.
Start offering whatever is in proximity.
And he would eat an apple. You had to take it from him because he would eat the core. He was all the way through. He loved apples, so we used that. And it was hours of fighting with him the first time. And when I mean fighting, on the floor, kicking, screaming, going crazy to get him to say, ah. He's not trying to be defiant. He's not fighting me because he wants XYZ. He's fighting me because he's afraid of things that he doesn't understand. He's fighting me because
he's in some sort of distress.
He's in a distress that a typical child doesn't have. Our ultimate goal is for him to go to college. There are people with autism that have gotten doctorates and gone on speaking tours and all those things. So that's our ultimate goal, is for him to be able to do things like that.
And to have a job and to live independently or fairly independently. Those are still our hopes.
Walk Now for Autism Speaks. It's a family run, it's a team run walk where...
Grassroots effort.
It is the largest grassroots effort to raise money for autism awareness and for autism research in the nation. And if you want to be a part of something bigger than you, this is bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us. So Team Adam Baum is our team. Last year we had close to 80 team members. We raised almost $14,000. The reason why we're sitting here, the reason why we're doing this is that connectivity. Is to bring those people together. Is to bring that support group together. Is to bring people together to know that they're not alone doing this. To know that not only are we not alone, but together we can change things.
It was the first time that we felt like we were taking part in eradicating autism. You know, and is it going to happen tomorrow? It's not. Is it going to happen as soon as we want it to? It's not.
But it's not going to happen at all
If we do
unless
nothing.
unless we fight it for it to.